What's up, everybody? Viper here, back in Myth Survival. And today I'm going to go over the bow, how you make it, how you aim with it, and really why I use it. The biggest reasons I use it is the ammo. You can pick it up, and the bandits don't go all crazy when you kill one. They'll actually start searching, but they're not going to know you where exactly you are. So these guys are aggro, but they'll eventually stop looking for you and go back to normal. Now, if you fire a firearm, they're going to know where you are, and they're going to start to immediately fire on you, and you're going to have to sneak around, move around, hopefully hit them. It's just a lot more dangerous in the game, and you're going to be wasting rounds. That's kind of hard to get, especially early in the game. So now they're not looking for me anymore. They're just going on their business. Now, when I fire my rifle, all hell's going to break loose down here. So now they're all going to start coming for me. And it's harder to hit them when they're actually running, so get ready to start using quite a bit of rounds. That guy's shooting way, I don't know where the hell he's shooting at, but they're going crazy, and it's just a little bit harder to take out these bandit camps if they're actually aggroed onto you and know where you are. So that's the biggest reason why I use the bow. And let me go ahead and get started on how you actually get it. Alright, one of the first things you're going to need is animal guts and the leather from the bear. So I'm just going over here because I'm running out of time in daylight. And I'm just going to kill them over here so I can harvest them without worrying about the mist. So to get under here, you just duck under here and the bear can't mess with you. And then you can just poke them to death. Or you can, by the motel, if you get on top of a vehicle, he's pretty easy to get. If you have a firearm or whatever, you could shoot him several times and it'll kill him, or a bow or whatever. But if you don't have anything, then this is the easy way to get it from the beginning. All right, now I'm going to harvest them, and I'm going to click on this the bear body, and I'm looking for 2 guts and one of these rawhide or animal hides. And then you can select over to whatever weapon you have that's best to use, which is just normally the knife. Some things you can use an axe to, like for the head, it'll be the axe to get the meat out. But I'm just going to use the knife here. And one of those, 2 of those. An hour and a half. Alright, so now I got 2 guts and an animal hide. I'll usually at least get the guts on day 1. Because it takes around 6 days to dry out those guts. It takes 4 or 5 for the animal hide, but the guts is what takes so long to actually be able to dry out. Alright, now I'm over by the hotel and I got a bear on my butt. So I'm going to get either on top of this bus. Don't actually hurt. He didn't actually hurt me bad. I'll get on this bus here, that truck there, that other bus, or that army truck. And then I'm just going to poke them. Oh, come on, dude. Get over here. I'm going to poke him till he gets close to the oh, do not fall off the bus. Until I kill him. Now you can use an axe or whatever you have early on, and you'll still be able to kill him. Come on, bear, get close. He just got to be close. And then if you just be careful with the mist when you're harvesting over here at the watchtower in the last place I killed the bear. You don't have to worry about the infected, but out here you will. So that's just why I went over there, because I'm not sure when the mist is going to come in. Okay, here we go, back at our base. Once you have your guts, you need to dry them. So you're going to go into your build screen and go over to the food, and you need to build a drying rack, which takes 7 sticks and 2 ropes and a knife. That's like for me, the priority to get done as fast as possible, because it takes about 6 days to dry your guts. So you're going to go into the drying rack and you're going to place your guts. And then it'll give a percentage on how much it's done. These are 100%, so I'm going to need those. And if I can, I'll build it in the same day. I'll get my drying rack started, which is 8 wood planks, some nails, and some lashings. You've got usually 1 or 2 days to build this, because it takes 3 or 4 days to dry your hide. This isn't absolutely necessary for your bow, because you can use basic quivers, but I'd rather have a tactical quiver, which holds 3 different sets of arrows. So you build that, and then you open it up, and then you place your animal hide into it, and then it'll slowly dry over time. And then you'll need a level 2 workbench, which takes 10 planks, 6 scrap, and 2 gears to make. And once you've upgraded that, you'll be able to actually build your longbow. I don't bother with the basic bow because it's only 4 more sticks between the longbow and the basic bow. The only real difference between the basic bow and the longbow is hunting arrows on a longbow will kill a bandit no matter where you hit them. If you use a basic bow with the hunting arrows, if you hit them in the limbs, it'll take 2 shots to kill a bandit. Whereas a longbow, if you hit them in a foot or a finger, it's going to kill them. So it's for me, it's just the longbow just is more economical. I have a guaranteed kill as long as I hit the bandit, and it's only 4 more sticks and the cost to upgrade the workbench. So I always go with the longbow. And then if you go up here to this little square thing, that's where you have your quivers. Now you need 8 leather, 10 components, 2 duct tapes, and 4 sewing kits. And you'll have, 5-6 days to be able to get all the stuff for this, because it takes that long to dry those guts and to dry the hide. But to get leather, you take 1 animal hide and it'll give you 8 leather. So 1 hide is all you'll need for this tactical quiver. And this one will hold 3 slots, so it'll hold 3 stacks of arrows. This one will only hold 2, and this one just with the rags will hold 1. And you could get away with just one quiver, but I like to have the nice tactical quiver, because you can have I have like basic arrows in this one, and then hunting arrows and another stack of hunting arrows. So I got 24 arrows. And if I'm going to go for like the large bandit camp, I'll want a whole quiver full of hunting arrows. And to make the arrows, you can do them two ways. You can make some sticks in your inventory, and then you can make basic wooden arrows. And basic wooden arrows will kill bandits, but it takes 2 shots, I believe, to kill a bandit, or 1 headshot. And I'm pretty good with a bow, but guaranteeing a headshot with basic arrows, I'd just rather use hunting arrows. But you can make basic wooden arrows out of your inventory, and those are great against the infected. And to make the actual hunting arrows, you'll need sticks, feathers, and an arrowhead. The feathers you can either find on the ground or you can kill chickens, and there's 3 different places for the chickens to spawn in. So I got a video, and I'll probably link it, where you can find the chickens. They spawn in 3 different places. And to make the arrowheads, you can use scrap or components. and you go into your forge, and like one stack will give you four ingots, and then once you have the ingots, you go into your anvil, and you can make your arrowheads. So one ingot will give you 4 arrowheads. So it's not really that much. It's just the feathers, which is the pain in the butt to get. But if you go around to those 3 places with the chickens, you can get, I don't know, 6, 7 different chickens, and you can get quite a few feathers. So you can also have your NPCs make these arrows or anything that's in here if you already have NPCs. But I usually don't even go into fighting bandits until I have hunting arrows and the longbow. So that's how you make everything. I don't think I'm forgetting anything with the longbow. All right, here we are at the White House, and I'm going to go ahead and build a target, which is under the chair right here, and then you're going to go all the way down to the target on the right-hand side right here. And it's going to take 2 logs, 4 wood, and 4 rags. This isn't necessary, but when I was first starting to use the bow, it really helped me actually be able to figure out where the aim is on the bow. And that little arrow is the way you need it to face. You need that towards you. And then I like to put it by the White House just so I can easily find my arrows. And then I'm going to go ahead and build it. Now you got a little a place you can actually aim and practice. You can just pick a spot on the wall if you really want, or however you want to do it. This is not necessary at all. But when you have your arrows and your quiver, let me get this out of here. So you got your bow, your quiver, and your arrows. You're going to take your quiver and you're going to go to add arrows to it. And then you have 3 slots. I'm just going to put basic arrows here so I can just practice with. And then you're going to close it. And then you can go to your equip it, and it'll automatically equip it, or you can drag it over, whatever you want to do. And you can also do it from the equipment inventory. So you don't have to drag it out and then put arrows in it. You could just do it straight from the equipment inventory. So now you got arrows in your quiver. If you have the tactical arrow, it'll hold 3, so you can just hit your right button, or your R for me, to change your arrows. Let me go ahead and put a stack of hunting arrows so you can see it change. And in the bottom right hand screen, they'll say basic wooden arrows, another basic wooden arrows, and hunting arrows. So I got to hit it 3 times to get it to the hunting arrows. And normally I'll carry around 2 stacks of hunting arrows and 1 stack of basic arrows when I'm just running around the woods. But if I go to the large bandit camp, I'll go ahead and fill the entire thing with hunting arrows. And that's usually enough for me to completely clear the camp, and I might have to collect up a few arrows, but usually 24 is enough for me to clear that camp. Okay, for aiming the bow, you're going to have to draw an imaginary line from your knuckle, or this little dip in your hand, into the left of the arrow. And the farther away you are, the higher you're going to have to aim, because the arrows will drop. So if you noticed, I was aiming to the left, and then on your knuckle, or this little peak on your hand, if you see, there's 3 different peaks on there, like one inside the very center of the circle, and then the next one, and then the highest peak of your hand. So I'll take that highest peak, and I'll have an imaginary line that goes up from that, and then I will kind of judge it depending on how far away I am of how much I need to aim above the target. So I actually missed a couple there. But for the most part, if it was a bandit, any one of those would have killed him with a hunting arrow, except these other two. And you can do long distance shots. It just might require quite a bit of arrows. Alright, let's see how many I hit there. Looks like all 8 actually hit the target. But it's just going to be more practice. Depends on how good you want to get with the bow. And let's just go quickly take out a couple bandits real quick, and hopefully you'll be able to understand exactly what I'm trying to explain. Alright, got our hunting arrows. Whoa. And I actually missed a few, but that's usually why I carry quite a bit of arrows with me. But that was an easy way to get rid of this group of bandits. And that is definitely why I like using the hunting arrows on the bandits with the longbow. Alright, for the infected, I'll usually use just regular basic arrows, because it'll still take 2 shots to kill them, so it's no point using the hunting arrows. But you can shoot... Damn it, I missed. You can shoot fast enough to be able to kill these infected if you're far enough away from them. There's quite a few in here. Hold on, let me put some more basic arrows in my quiver. Alright, he's running at me. Missed him. Got him in the head. Headshots will kill him with 1 arrow. But if you hit him in the body, it'll require 2. And then you go back and pick up your arrows. Sometimes you will lose arrows, the basic arrows inside these the infected. I haven't really seen the hunting arrows break, but the basic ones will break. And if they're I just broke my bow. If you can't find the arrows, then you can punch them, you can stab them, use a sledgehammer to move them, to actually be able to find your arrows. So you've probably seen me in a video either punching them or hitting with something just so I can get my arrows back. Alright, that's pretty much all I know about the bow. I think I went over pretty much how to build it, why I use it, where you actually need to aim, and hopefully this will be able to help you use the bow effectively in mid survival, because it just makes the game a whole lot easier and just less hassle to deal with the bandits. So thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all later.